Male chesticles? Oh wow, hello. Hello, Diamond. Hello, Fuji-san. Can hear ya? Now you can. Now you can. You can. Camera angle change. Camera angle. Wow. So crazy. New angle, finally. So you guys are not looking at me from the side. You guys are looking at me straight to my eyes. Oh my god, bar tutorial. I'm going to explain male body anatomy today. Today, yay, yay. Because I didn't like the last one. Okay. Let me grab some reference. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Like this one. That's right. You're gonna become a reference. I'm just gathering some reference here, okay? Just gathering some reference for our incredible tutorial. Bum 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 bum. Where? Close Discord. Close Discord. Here. Okay. What other part? This chat is on fire today. What is happening? What is going on, guys? Keep it family friendly, please. Please. Please keep it family friendly. Logitech, turn down the light in my eyes right now. Please. Turn that down. Yes, turn it down. Yes, better. It was like this. No, my eyes would die. Now it's better. Yeah, much better. Much better. What if I turn it blue? Oh, everything turns out to be blue. Who could have guessed? Wow. Wow, wow. I'm going to open the chat right here at my screen at the left. And we are starting the tutorial. But before I start, I want to know what you guys struggle with. Like, what do you feel like, that's hard. I don't feel like doing it. I don't understand this area. Tell me, tell me. And I have opened the chat. Hello, 02. Hello, Yoni. The abs, definitely. We're gonna talk about abs today. Manu. Hello, Manu. What do you guys struggle? You feel like, that's hard. Oh, for a second, I thought my screen was being recorded. Ooh. Ooh. Original projects, class right here. I have the class tab. Yeah. Everything inside of here. Let's create the nucleons together. Nucleons. Nuclei. A. Biology. Male torso. Oh wow, those letters are so huge. Male torso. Anatomy. Nice. I'm excited because I'm going back to every single week. We are going to have a full class. Are you excited for that? I am excited for that. Every single week we are going to have a new class. It's going to be class, or the splash art project that we have, or class. I'm going full into classes. Stream more relaxed are going to be a little bit more rare, but this is a season. We all have seasons in our lives, and this is a season of class. So if you are in the season of learning a lot, this is for you. The Art of Solomonsta, welcome to the stream. Wafi said, welcome to the stream. GabyT, you don't actually did see the video I sent. Don't make a review performance. I said everything's incredible. Why everything they do is incredible? Why everything on Eurovision is incredible? Huh? Why? Why it's always a banger? Why? Now, talking about torso. We gotta break down into a few points. Male torso anatomy. I'm gonna show some things first, some things last. Okay, it's a nice image. This is an incredible image. Reddit. Okay, let's use it. The important is that I can help you guys study. Ooh, nice image. This is an absolute amazing image. I love this. I'm not going to talk about any complex names here, okay? No complex names. I will avoid to the maximum complex names because my objective is for you to relate. Ooh, green shape. It means huge chest. It means ooh, big muscle right here, big. Ooh, nice. I want to talk with your monkey brain. I want to talk with you in the most simple and easy way possible. Because if it's simple, if it's easy, the higher the chances of you understanding it. Yo, this image is so good. Thank you very much. Received food. Food delivery. From home to home. Ooh, this image is nice. I could use this image to talk about fat levels and muscle levels. I could totally use this image to talk about fat levels and muscle levels. I could totally do that. And explain this areas right here. And now we separate. Oh, wow. Text. Wow, you are so huge. Calm down. Wow. Okay. You gotta understand that anatomy is made of parts of the body, which are bones, and muscles, and veins, tendons too, and fat, and skin. I want you guys to remember all of those areas, and I'm going to talk about them. Why we gotta understand them? Because they are the stuff, okay? They are the ones. They are the ones. And at the end of this class, not at the end, I had half part of it. Half is theory, half is me truly going into it and drawing. We're going to draw a body. Body. This is a nice example. Different amount of fat and amount of muscle. I love this. This is a great example. So I can show, hey, if you're going to do more fat, accumulate it more here. Hey, if you're going to do more muscle, make it bigger here. And blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me see if there's questions about torsos before I start. Cumber, welcome to the stream. I was excited for classes and the streams. Heck yeah, Diamond! High five. Will there be a female version too? Yes, yes. I'm redoing this because I saw the last ones that I did and I was like, I want to do a better class. I want to keep on improving because you all here deserve the best. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Eddie Hall. I know Eddie Hall is such a body type for all many of you. Many. Dude's huge. Here to show combination of muscle and fat. I don't think there's a lean one. I think the leanest one is this one. But like lean, like I run. Lean, male body runner? Like very lean. I'm talking about ultra lean. I showed the big, I showed the lean, we talk about it all. This is lean. This is very lean, nice. Here. We have examples. Examples. Can I start a class, chimps? Guys, chat, can I start a class? Can I start a class? Are you ready to learn more about how to draw and paint the male torso and how pretty much the whole anatomy works? Say yes in the chat and I will start. Say yes. If no one say yes, I will not start. That's it. It's it. It's it. Oh, this is back without Zoom? Oh, okay, that's nice. You guys can see my hands because I will do a lot of. Yup, you can start. Aye, Captain. With the eyes. Notebook ready for new lesson. Okay, I'm going to drink water and I'll press start recording. Wow. Here. Hello, in today's class, you're going to learn with me how to draw paint male torso. We are talking about muscles, bones, veins, tendons, fat, skin, all of it. What is the right amount we should add into each part? Am I going to make this an ultra complex class for you? Already giving you spoilers? No, I'm going to do my best to be as simple as possible so you can understand what am I talking about. How you do the chest, how you do the belly, the abs, how you just show, nice, I understand this. Thank you, Gabs. Yeah. So first things first, we're going to talk about theory and then go into practice. If your mind understands, it's going to be much easier when we start drawing. So number one thing, I'm talking about bones, muscles, veins, fat, skin, tendons, and anything else you can think of. And why we're going to start about this? I want you to understand there is many layers. You have bones, as an example that I'm going to show right now. You have bones, okay? You have bones, a very simple and easy example. You have bones. And above that, you probably have muscle right here, okay? Muscle. Connected here with tendons. Woo! A muscle. Nice, you have muscle, we have muscle, nice. And above it, you can have some veins, some stuff, you know, some cables going on right here. You can have some cables. And also in this area, you can also have something called fat. Fat, let me do a small layer of fat right here. Small layer of fat. Woo! Woo! And last but not least, you have something incredible, amazing, call it skin. So I want to ask you something right now. Is it possible that when you are drawing, no matter which part of the body that you see, bone formed? Yes, it's completely possible. Especially if it is like, the elbow, or if it's like the rib cage. If you don't have a lot of muscle and fat, all of those other things right here in front of the bone, you can see completely the bone. So the more we understand, there's certain layers above it and there's something below. Like a full sandwich. This is a sandwich. Do you like sandwich? I love sandwiches. I love it. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Let me paint the muscle red. Fat orange, yellow. Because it's easier for you guys to remember. Your brain is going to remember much easier if I just add something with colors. Purple, purple. Veins. Veins are not purple, but I'm going to add that tone. I'm going to add that tone. Bones. I can make it blue. Bones. Bones are not blue, but let's add it blue. And skin orange too. Orange. Orange. Stronger orange. Nice. This is pretty much the sandwich of your life. Yeah, pretty much me, you, we are all made of that huge sandwich in all the areas of our body. Why do I want you to understand this? Because if you understand that some things are going to appear more, some things are going to appear less, bingo, you can draw any body type that you want. If you understand that if you have a huge layer of fat, the chances of you seeing clearly the muscle or the bones are absolutely small, it's going to be much easier for you to draw it because you will remember, oh, since I'm going to draw a lot of fat, it's going to be hard for me to show the muscle formed completely or to show bones formed completely. I will be drawing and demonstrating a full torso. I'll be drawing a full torso to demonstrate what I'm talking here. But not only that, I'll be talking about different body types. Very lean, muscular, a lot of fat, not so much fat, very thin like runner, ultra power lifter, huge build with a lot of fat and muscle, all of those, we have all of those. But if now you understand, okay Gabs, I see that if I want to draw a character with a lot of muscle, I will need to show lower to be lower on fat, or the opposite, I want to show a lot of fat, I will not give so much attention to bones, I will not give so much attention to muscles. It's all a balance. The more you think it's a balance, these three are the variables, by the way. These three. Variable number 1, muscles. I think it's only 2. No, it's only 2 variables. It's only 2 variables. Muscles and fat. Those 2 are the variables. Why those 2 are the variables? Because those 2 can gain a lot or lose a lot. I think it's a little bit hard for you to gain more veins. That can happen if you're in the process of gaining a lot of muscle or a lot of fat. You're going to get more vascularity. That is the name, I believe so. But the ones that are the ones that can go swoosh swoosh in a month, swoosh swoosh, get up, get down, get to the side, get everywhere. It's muscles and fat. Those 2 are the main variables that I want you to remember, okay? And of course, skin can also variate. If we are talking about someone that is old, we're going to draw a lot of skin that is falling down. If we're going to draw a toddler, the skin is going to be perfect, like not falling down. That's also a variable, but it's related to age. Let me type down right here, right now. This one's related to age. These 2, they can happen no matter your age. They are just like depending of your daily life, chores, and everything. Now, let's get into a torso. Wow, hi, this is a torso. Maybe you look at this and you go like, oh no, that's too confusing. Calm down. First thing that we gotta do here is just remove those numbers. So you don't get crazy, okay? No, you don't need to know the name of those. You are not a pro athlete. Right now, I just want you to understand the basics, okay? The basics. The basics. Forget that each one of those have a specific name, because if I take all of your memory, your SSD and your memory RAM to absorb the name of each one of those, the chances of you not being able to remember what to do with each one of those is high. Thinking as if our minds is the same as a computer memory, I do not want to fill your memory right now with the name of each one. I want to fill your memory with how do I draw this? How do I make it happen? How does it truly works? By getting you into the fast lane of, okay, this is how this area works. Chest, okay. Abs, okay. Arm, okay. Getting to that fast lane is what I want. I want you understanding just the fast lane. Fast lane way, woo! Give me the reds. The reds are nice. Reds truly the mark their way. First, I'm going to do a superficial approach, and then I'm going to get a little bit more deeper and more deeper. This class, it starts very easy, chilly, and then it goes into wow, 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 wow. Yes, that's what you are going to have here. First things first, I want you to understand that there is the chest. Is the chest 2 squares? You can choose to see that way. You can see that way. I prefer to see the chest as the letter D. And again, another letter D on the opposite direction. You break down the middle, letter D. Easy, easy, easy. Letter D again. Huge D. letter D. Stretch it, letter D. This is what is going on here. And then we have the abs. Not everyone have the same type of abs. It's related to the genetics. If you want, you can draw only this right here. Simple, easy. I'm going to the easy route first before I go into the crazy area, because I do not want anyone getting lost. Here we have the abs. I love using literally the format D, the letter, for everything here. If you notice how many times it repeats so many times. You can just see it everywhere. You can legit do this everywhere. Or rectangle. if it's easier for you. Rectangles, but how do they work? They are called six-pack for a reason. They are called six-pack for a reason. Why they are called six-pack? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And maybe for some people, what it's going to appear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These ones. Maybe you cannot even see this one. Everyone has a different body. Everyone has a different body. I have seen already many different types of abs. What do I want you to take from this? We're still in the beginner approach, and I'm going to get even deeper into that. But now into the beginner approach. You are going to have this area breakdown. Ooh, a line in the middle. It doesn't need to be a straight line. 1, 2, 3. The same on the other side. This. Just this. You see how there is a little bump? Like, wah, and then wah, and then wah. You see how that repeats? This is nice. This is pretty much the overall format, overall motion that you'll be starting out when drawing. This is one way to start out abs, and then you just go and close it. A little bit going up and then down. A little bit going up and then down. A little bit going up and then down. And right here in the middle, belly button. Belly, belly. Belly button. Whee! This is a way to draw it. I'm showing first the simple and easy way to understand it and make it happen in your drawing. But that's not all. That's not all. We can see that's not all. There's something going on here. And by something, I mean a lot of stuff. I mean it, a lot of stuff. And to simplify that to you, I want you to remember bones. Remember bones? I love bones, you love bones, we all have bones. Bones are amazing. We have something here called rib cage. We all have rib cage. Let me get here a picture. Human skeleton. Wow, wow, wow. Human skeleton. Here. Can you see this? We all have rib cage. Rib cage are all of these little bones connecting each other to this central area. Okay? All of them are connecting. They are lovely. They love it. But you can notice that here, at least the frontal area here, there's nothing. There's pure nothing. The frontal area, pure nothing. Why? Because there are your organs. There are your organs. This is a hidden thing right here. When you are drawing, not only this, but you gotta remember that if it's torso, there is organs. There is all of those. And yeah, all of those right here. And if you understand there are all of those there, you understand what creates a belly that goes more frontal. As example, when you eat a lot, my belly gets full. I don't know about yours, but my belly gets full. Why? It's on purpose. Nature did that way. So your belly can extend. And that's also going to change the format of the abs. We're starting to get into stuff that is spicy to draw. We're starting to get into stuff that is spicy to draw. Why spicy? Because people can get confused. Is the abs going to expand? Should I draw this area more expanded since it's close to the stomach? Well, we are going to get there. We are going to get there. But first, I'm talking about rib cage. Rib cage right here. Do you see this overall format that I'm drawing? This is a rib cage. It's pretty simple and easy to remember this because right here, the muscles here, you have 1, you have 2, you have 3. You have 1, you have 2, and you have 3. 3 lines. 3 main lines. And they connect, okay? Do you see this little bump right here? They connect. They connect. They already follow each other. They follow each other on social media. They follow each other. They know. They know the way. They know the way. 3 little lines right here. And guess what? They connect to this. Other 3 lines. I'm using the number 3 because it's easy to see the pattern. 3 main abs, 3 up here, and then other 3. Okay? Easy, easy. We have 3 right here. And then we can connect to other 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. A tree. A tree. I love nature. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. I'm showing muscles right now, by the way. I will be showing fat. I will be showing a body that is very skinny with bones. I will be showing all of those variables, but I know that most of you struggle with muscles because there are so many. So my main objective here is to break them down to you so you don't struggle with them and go like, ha, I understand that. And pretty much if you look at this too much, you're gonna see a bird just flapping its wings. A huge bird like with huge eyes and the nose right close to you. Do you see that? That's what we want. Yeah, you are never ever going to forget that. And this corners here is still just the muscle stretching. Muscle stretching, muscle stretching, muscle stretching all the way. What it's doing is stretching, 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 stretching. All this way. But there's something going on. There's a little, whoa, the waist area? It's a little higher. It's a little bit thicker. What's going on? But it's only on one side. Well, because this one is stretching, but it's here. How do we choose the area of it? Well, the best way to remember it is it's just a little bit below of belly button, belly. So it would be right here. It would be right here. Right here, right here. Right here. Going up and then the let's said a name gaps. Get back. The wings of the bird. Okay, the wings of the bird. The wings of the burb. The burb. I want you to see again how crazy it is the pattern of 3. We did 3 main abs, and then we broke down up here with 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we broke again with 3. 1, 2, 3, and then again 1, 2, 3. Do you know what happened next? When breaking down the overall silhouette? No, that's crazy. This part is crazy. Are you prepared for this? I was not prepared for this. 1, 1, 2, 3. Again. Patterns of 3. Patterns of 3. This is a nice way to break down into 3. But is this all? We have only done part of the torso. Where is the chest? Where is the chest? Well, guess what? Chest we are also going to break down into 3. But let's do first what we talked that it is letter D. Letter D, stretched letter D. Stretched letter D. Stretched. Letter D to the opposite direction, of course. Yep, where does this look like a chest? I don't understand. Well, we are just using the letter D as a base. We remove this. And then remove upper area. Upper. Remove it. Open. Ooh. Got a nice base. We got a nice base. Look at this. Look at this, nice base. Do you know where this line is ending? How do I know this is the right area to end? Because right here, we can consider it's around the middle. Yeah, we can consider it's the middle. Almost the middle. Middle of the chest, it's the armpit. Middle of the chest. I think it's easier to remind this way. Here we found the armpit. Do you know what it means? That's right. Here's arm. There's some arm here. There's some arm here. Whoa. The arm. I'm not going to draw arms. No. I want to have it all exposed. Shoulder, arm, So shoulder is going to be here, but caps are going to finish the chest. Let's finish the chest. Chest we are going to break down into 3 areas too. Why? Because this is, again, to be a simple tutorial for you to draw torso. Simple tutorial. And first we are showing muscles, and then we are going to show fat, and then we are going to show bones. How do we break into 3 areas? One line going up, one line going middle, one line going down. One line going up, one line going middle, one line going down. Whoa. Whoa, we are having something here. Whoa. Now we stretch it up, stretch it up, stretch it up, stretch it up. Whoa. We have something going on here. Do you know the name? Do you know the name? There is a little bone right here. Collarbone. No, we don't need to know the names. Up here, to connect the chest, you're going to know there's a little triangle here. Little triangle, okay? You just leave the triangle open. Leave the triangle open. Leave it open. 2 triangles, like this, okay? You can just paint it dark if you want shadows, but if you don't, leave it open. Create a big one and open it. Wah. Wah. Wah, 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 wah. Stretch it up, stretch it up. These are some huge chests. Yay. You're showing the shoulder. I wanted to talk about the shoulder because I enjoy so much showing this just as a circle. But from what we can see here, it's not much of a circle. It's more of a half-stretched circle. Wait, a half-stretched circle? Again, letter D! Oh, wow! Seriously? Oh, wow! Again, letter D! This character is fully made of letter Ds. Okay, let's go again and use letter D. Wow! Wow! And we have it. Wow! Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? Not me. Not me. Would you? Here, up here, people think like, shoulder, neck. Shoulder, neck. To remind you what happens here, it's pretty much a triangle right here, a triangle right here. And then it gets up. There's 2 muscles up here. They are to help you sustain your neck. It's amazing to be able to sustain your neck. Why? Because we don't want it to break. I don't want my neck to break. I love my neck. So here we have a little base going up and then the neck. And I'm going to draw this character without a head. Woo! Spooky! Woo! No head. No head. Now, let me stretch this side right here. Because if you can be stretched, yep. Now it's symmetrical. Me love it. And since I changed this area right here, let's bring it closer. Yeah, closer. Nice. This is a nice base. It's a nice base. But this is not the main drawing that we are going to do today. This is just to show how crazy we can go with muscles. And there are many patterns of, that's right, trees. Many patterns of trees. Remember the number 3 forever in your entire life, please. Never ever forget, whenever you're drawing a male torso, that's it. You are going to have the pattern. You're gonna remember, 3 here, 3 here. And 3 here, 3 here. Triangle, triangles and trees. A triangle and a tree. A triangle in a tree? They are here and there, they are everywhere. Yes, that's a nice way to remember it. Neck area. Between the 2 collarbones or just triangles, which I wish they could touch each other a little bit more. Here, yeah, they're closer. Just a little dot of distance between them. We have some lines just irradiating. It's funny because the name of this muscle, it's so huge. I think that muscle is the sternocleidomastoideus. I said I was not going to say names, but this is exactly the reason why I don't say names. Because why would you need to remember the name of this thing? It's such a huge name. It's that one, right? Yeah, it's that one. Look at the name of that. It's just nonsense. This is why you guys do not need to know names. It's nonsense. It's pure nonsense. The name of this muscle is gigantic. I just want you to know there is a line right here. There's a cable stretching. That's it. That's a cable stretching here. Cable stretching from the tip of these two bones. Just that. Dun, dun, dun. What goes on in the waist area? What goes on here? Well, it follows as if nothing happened, but thinner. Okay, thinner. Remember here, there is accumulation of meat, muscle, fat, and lower on there is not that same accumulation. Woo! Nice. That's a nice torso. Now let's close the chest. My cat's meowing so loud. Just to go to sleep. Here. Nice. Nice. Amazing. Stretch lines. Just stretch lines. What are those stretch lines that I have just done? They are just focusing as if they're fibers. Because they are fibers right here. I'm thinking, they're stretching, right? Stretching. Because muscles stretch. And we could do that very same stretch motion on the shoulder. Look at this. We could do the very same right here. Arms. We could do that stretch motion everywhere we want. Everywhere. Even here in the abs. Yes, we could add some in the abs, but this dude would need to be so lean for us to see that. Wow. It would need to be like ultra lean. Ultra lean. I don't think we're going for that right now. But this is a nice understanding, a nice base for muscles. How do they work? How we add them. That's a nice base. That's a very nice base. And I did the lats here big. You could change depending on what you want. If you want bigger muscles, you do bigger. If you want smaller muscles, you do them smaller. As example right here. You could go and do this area smaller. There's nothing holding you back. There's nothing holding you. Ta-da! Here. Nice. Amazing. Lovely. But we just talked right now about muscles. A little bit of bones, as example here. In this neck to chest area. But there's something much more important. And that thing is, yes. Fat. We gotta talk about fat. We talked about a little bit about bones right here. We see some of rib cage. We can see some here in the area between neck and chest. So what do we have here? Fat. If we're going to talk about bodies with a higher concentration of fat, I love this image so much because it makes it so much easier to explain instead of needing to draw this from zero. Fat accumulation tends to happen mainly in the torso and then it goes more into arms, legs. I mean, belly is the #1 place our body thinks, well, this is the best place to store fat. It's literally close to every organ. So it's going to be useful as a mechanism to defend all the organs if necessary. Yeah, fat. So how does it work? If we cannot see the abs are there for everyone, okay? They are there in everybody. But if we have a higher accumulation of fat, we cannot see them as clearly. So what starts to happen is that you, instead of seeing the full lines, all the lines, you start seeing mainly the ones close to the rib cage, or maybe a little bit here, a little bit, just a little bit. Not the full line. It's like you drew it, but you erased many areas of it. That's a nice way to see it. And here we can still see, even though we got more fat, the rib cage area is still showing itself. Areas with bones, they are hard to stop showing. Area with bones, because bones are already... No. Time to think. If bones are showing, even though we have already all of those layers of protection, that area is going to be a little bit harder to be completely taken off. We can still see here, we can still see a little bit here, we can still see a little bit, very little here. Here, much harder, I believe we cannot see on this one. Here in this, I was going to say character, it's a real human gaps. In this Eddie Hall, we can see. Because him, it's, I don't know how, we just can see. I can see it here and here. Oh, wow. It's crazy how, depending on your composition of fat, muscle, you can see some things, you cannot see some other things. Muscles are also an incredible defense for replying to 02 comment. Incredible defense for the organs right here. They are an excellent defense. By the way, I learned that while fighting. All the punches that I took to my gut. I was there. I could have died. It accumulates in the belly, but not only in the belly, also in the chest. Why the chest? Because chest is a huge muscle, so why not accumulate there? And it's not going to be equal in the chest, it's going to be more accumulated in the lower area of the chest, okay? Lower area. Upper area, very hard to be accumulated. Lower area. Oh, this case, you may be asking yourself, because this is a ton of muscle. This dude right here, he weighs like 150 kilograms. I'm not joking. He's used to be the strongest man in the world. Someone broke his record. But this dude is pure muscle, like so much muscle. He even have the genetics for it, and above it, a big layer of fat. And you can see here, even though he has a ton of muscle, we cannot see the abs. We cannot see. Why? Again, layers. It's all about the layers. The fat doesn't let us see. And now let's go into the example of very thin runners. Marathon runners. They are extremely thin. We can see even more of bones. Even more. We can see much more of bones. I don't know if you guys can notice it, but we can see even here the rib cage. Right here. We can see even here in the chest area. We can see all of those bones. We can see even more of the bones in the rib cage, much more. We can see even here. Oh, I think we can see here the bone of the waist area. I believe so. Why? Cause for runners, this is all weight. They don't need that. Runners do not need a lot of fat. Runners do not need a lot. Marathon runners, by the way, and not sprint. In sprint, they do need a lot of muscle. They do, a lot. But they do not need fat and muscles in high quantity because that slows them down for marathon runners. Marathon runners, they need to be very lean so they can not use a lot of energy while just running. And what's going on here? Not so much muscle means we can see more bones. We can see more bones here. We can see more of the bones on the head of the shoulder. We can see more bones on the arms. We can see more bones everywhere. Each body type, it's pretty much us just setting up a balance. We have a balance right here. Let me draw a nice balance. We have a nice balance right here. Oh well, one side is shorter than the other one. Ah! Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, nice. We have these two sides of a balance right here. Depending on what you add more, as example, you add more fat. Let's say you add more fat. It's going to weigh down to the side of fat. So it means we are not going to see the bone so much. Let's say the bones are right here. You're not going to see the bone so much. And depending on the character that you create, if it's a still muscular character, you're still going to see muscles. Not well defined, but you're still going to see muscles. And if it's not a muscular character, you're just going to see fat. It all depends on the composition. Body composition is extremely important when we are going to draw a character. Let's go to the opposite right here. We talked about fat and we talked about lean, but what about a lot of muscle and lean? The more lean you are, the more we can see your veins. We can see them because the layer of fat is very thin. It's absolutely thin. Almost non-existent. So we see a lot of the veins. We see a lot of the veins. Depending on the case, we also see the bones a little bit, tiny little bit here. We can see the bones very little because there is a lot of muscle. But we see all of the format, perfectly the format of the muscles as if there is no other layer above it. Pretty much what I show it here. This is muscles as if there's no other layers above. This is what we see here. And this is not only a lean character in fat. This is a lean character. A lean human body, Gabs. Human. You're seeing pictures of humans, not a character. Not only lean people, not only lean men, but also with a huge amount of muscle, so the muscle truly shows up. It's different from this one that it's lean on everything. Low muscle, low fat. This one is low on fat and high on muscle. By the way, this is a very hardcore combination to do. Very hardcore. You gotta be following diet and a lot of stuff. Protocols and stuff to get into that. It's truly impressive to get into that. Because I have been following this dude right here. I have been following this dude right here. A lot of fitness people. And what I see them going through to get to that, I go like, holy moly, guacamole. This body here is also absolutely hard to get. He's so strong. People don't understand how strong this dude is. Powerlifting is incredible. Running is incredible. Imagine how much these two were running to be able to run those marathons. All of them. They are so incredible. All of them. All of them. Sports are amazing. Everyone, practice sports. Sports are amazing. No matter which one. Just the one that you feel that you're happy. That's what matters. Your happiness. Now we explain the basics of bones, muscles, veins. Oh, I didn't talk about tendons. Fat, skin, that is also related to age. If you're aging, your skin is going to be wiggly because there is not a lot of collagen on it. It doesn't absorb as well. You're just getting old, pretty much that. Hormones doesn't work as how it used to. So skin just get wiggly. But while we are new, while we are young, it's all in place. Let's talk about tendons. I do not think tendons appear. I don't think that. I don't really think tendons appear. I mean, they can, like, on the knee. They can appear, but I don't think that's a topic that's necessary while you're still starting out on how to draw the body. There's land because they're activate the body because we walk to places. It's hard to work them out. Oh, it's true. I think I saw a bodybuilder that was a specialist on leg training. and he talked so much about the importance of training legs a lot, many sets, many reps. Are you doing reviews on anatomy? Right now I'm doing an explanation, a class on how to draw anatomy. Now guys, are you ready to start drawing, painting a body? Do you guys prefer me to do with this one or a different one? What body you guys prefer? What body you guys want? Do you guys prefer this one that shows more muscles? I think it's good for those that struggle a lot with muscles, which does make sense. I believe it's easier to draw a body if in high fat. Why? Why I do believe it's easier? Let me show right here. I'm going to demonstrate right now why I believe it's easier. Wow. Here. Let's say this body on high fat. Only on high fat and high muscles, or only in high fat? Let's do the passage gradually. First is maintaining the muscles but adding fat. What we would do? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I would be removing all of those lines because we cannot see it. There is a layer. There's a layer blocking it. The layer doesn't let us. The layer of fat doesn't let us. Lettuce. What food? Lettuce? Cabbage? What? My brain just went into food mode. We don't see many lines. We don't see many lines. Arms thicker, more roundish. Thicker and more roundish. Roundish and thicker. So many lines, not so many lines. Not so many lines. You're still strong, but you have more fat. We don't see that many lines. We don't. It's harder to see them. It's much harder. If body, higher concentration fat. La 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 la. Abs, we don't see that much. But rib cage, you guys saw this right here. Rib cage, you are hard to escape. Rib cage, you are not escaping. You are not escaping me. Mwahahaha. Rib cage, you cannot escape me. Mwahahaha. Mwahahaha. Here is a body with a higher accumulation of fat. We just made things bigger and more roundish, pretty much. Roundish, bigger, and without so many lines appearing. We don't make the lines appear that much. Not that much. Wow. That's it. Very simple. Literally very simple. Legit very simple. Also chest going to get thicker. Chest going to get thicker, but not only muscle. Oh wow. I saw you, layers, changing to the wrong layer. I saw you. Huh, I can see that. Huh. Here. Here. Thicker body. It's very easy to change it. Very easy. I think this body right here has a lot of details depending if you're going to paint all in. And this one also a lot of details. But here is just fluffy. It's just, yeah. Round. It's very easy. It's round. We make things round. Is there any difference between the male torso and the female torso? In the muscles, I mean? Yeah. Especially on the upper body area. The upper body especially. Upper area. Let's try to cut down like right here. On the male torso, we do the very same muscles, thicker and bigger. On female characters that you're drawing, you make them smaller. I do not remember correctly, but the gap between male-female strength on upper body, it's approximately 50%. Fifty percent. There's difference in upper body strength. A different one. Okay, I'll be drawing from 0 right now a torso, and I'll be explaining my whole process. Where's my reference? Where's my I love when you guys make questions. It's great because questions is what help us get our mind clear on what's going on, how do I improve it. Okay, we have these two together, side by side, best friends forever. Wait. Make both of them smaller? Both. Here. Nice. It's good so you guys can compare. Just by me leaving side by side, everyone can compare and go like, oh, okay, yeah, this makes sense. Removing line, remove line, making everything thicker, make everything thinner. What is the difference between them? Okay, I think it's the same size now. Good. Let's start drawing. Let's start drawing. I'm so excited. Badam 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 bada bada bum. Okay, it's a nice space. I'm going to draw in black and white, and I'm going to explain my full thought process. I am mostly known for drawing muscular characters. I want to do a mix. I would draw first full of muscles, and then I'll be adding fat, because I think it's important to show the variance between both. Standard brush, standard Photoshop brush. Standard. Let me get a tone right here. I said a tone. Gimme. Yeah, good. Good. Nice. I'm going to first block in the shapes. I'm using reference, by the way, for anyone that may think, wow, everything is from her head. No. I'm using reference. I recommend always using reference. Reference is everything. Reference is great. I love using reference. Separating here, rib cage. You guys can see here. Can you see here? Here is rib cage. Wow, huge. What is the size of this canvas? Oh, so small. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. Make it brr. Going to show the very same knowledge that I applied before. Bones right here. Okay, bones right here. Muscle stretching. Here. Shoulder. Huge shoulder. Huge shoulder right here. My thigh. Ah. Okay. Good. I think it was a mosquito. Wow, this arm is so huge. We have here the main area for the apps, and then we have the 333, and then 333 again. Yep, it's all right. I'm showing my thought process because the gold is in the thinking process. The more you understand how I'm thinking, the more you can use that for you. Yeah, you. I want you to be able to use it, steal my thinking process, and improve your own artwork. I want to see you having a great time, drawing the stuff you enjoy. Have fun. Have fun. Shoulder right here. Arm. Ooh, I see. Shoulder is going to be ultra far away. I want to always show whenever I'm changing something, whenever I'm fixing something. Because I don't know who, I think it's the whole internet. But it's inside of the mind of the artist that, no, you gotta get it first. If you don't, you are so far. No, just relax and take our time. Have fun. Have fun. I think that I create the artwork that I can create right now because I'm not going like, oh, I gotta get first do this. I go like, nah, I'm going to do like 10,000 mistakes and then I get it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. Okay, good. It's a good base. I want to expand the chest. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Nice. Nice. Okay, now let's remove everything from the back because it's taking so much space. Yeah, good. I have more space to work now. I'm so happy. Yeah. Yeah. What I'm going to show to you right now is something that you should always add into your process, no matter what. After you have done some sketches, I want you to just take a look far away and go like, does that make sense? No, legit, ask yourself, does that make sense? Am I exaggerating something? Am I doing something very wrong and I'm not noticing? Have a time to just see what you're doing, if it's right or not. Because many times, we may do it wrong. We may do it wrong. Like here, I want to change it. I want the chest to expand more. But I believe that's good enough. I do enjoy how it's going. So let's go into step number 2. I will be adding casted shadows. I was talking today with a student about it. I'll be adding first casted shadow and then I'll be going into form shadow. And what is the difference between both? With casted shadow, you are pretty much, you have an object, that object is receiving light, and pwah! If an area is receiving light, another is going to take all of the shadow. If this corner right here I make receiving light, guess what? This lower area will be receiving, you guessed that right, shadow. Shadow. This lower area, shadow. This lower area, tons of shadow. Shadow everywhere. Shadow to everyone. Everywhere in the world receives shadow. And here we go. Very dark shadow in the armpit. This is pretty much a rule. Very hard for armpit to be brighter. Only if you want to create contrast, you can do that on purpose, by the way. If you're there thinking, but I want to create contrast, you can go and do it brighter. I recommend everyone paying close attention to what I'm showing right now, because when you blink, this is going to turn into a full torso, and you may go like, but why? How? When? When did it turn this way? This has happened a lot on many classes. It starts like, nah, that's fine, and then we go like, what? What the hell? What just happened? Where am I? Who am I? Wah. Here, dark, dark, very dark. Just separating some places to be very dark shadows. Very dark. Why they are ultra dark? Because they can. No, seriously, because they are casted shadows. There's no way light can touch there. And all of the objects, which means fat, muscle, bones, they're making this area not be touched. And then here and here we have the trio. Remember, we have the trio 1, 2, 3. But are we going to draw all of them? Depends on the body that you're drawing. Depends on the type of body that you're trying to get. Dark, 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 dark. Ooh. And here, darkify that. Ebb. Here, belly button. I showed belly button. Here at the side, I'm thinking lights coming from this corner, like this. Okay. Ooh, like this. Like this. Yes, this. So I'm just focusing into that very same direction. Would here be receiving it? No. Would here be receiving it? Yes. Would here be receiving it? No. Would here be receiving it? Yes. All the time inside of my head, making the same question again and again, taking a time, taking a break, analyzing, and do it again, and do it again. It's so important. So important to do that analytical moment. Because when we analyze, we understand it all. We understand it all. This corner here can get very dark. I don't really see light touching here that much. Chances of that happening is so low. It will happen. A little bit of light, why not? But not that much. I don't see it. Maybe for reflection from the ambient light. That's possible. That is indeed possible. This chest. Let's add volume. Volume. How am I adding volume? By showing the format of it. Showing the format of the chest. How am I showing the format? Showing the muscle fibers. Showing it's like a little rectangular box. It means that certain areas, like the corners, get darker and the upper area brighter. But is the upper area going to receive brightness in the same amount everywhere? No. Not everywhere. That's why we create gradients. Gradients. Wow, we create a gradient. I love gradients. Up here. This side just get darker. Yeah, all of this mirror area get darker. Darkify all of this area. Yeah, all of the side, darkify that. All of this area, darkify it, darkify it. Yeah, no one escapes that. Mwahaha. Darkify, darkify. Here, I feel like everything here gets darker, but at the same time I feel like we could add some reflection at the side. Because it's so dark. Because it's so dark, it's opening for reflection. We could be adding some reflection right here. Like this. We could be adding reflection pretty much everywhere, like here. And here, and here. Here, here, here. Nice. Oh, you? No, you get darker. A little bit brighter here just to show that's right, the muscle fiber. Muscle fiber. Wee. And here brighter. Now let's keep on painting you right now. It's called no, don't say names, guys. Names are illegal today. Names are illegal. Names are illegal. Comment right now if you know the name of this muscle. Oh wow, biceps. Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? I could have never guessed. Where's the reference? Here. Here. Gotta make the corner of the shoulder. And then we connect to that's right here. Now we go. And just adding some gradient, which is also called shade of form. Can be called shade of form. This same brightness right here, we can expand to the whole drawing. I feel we can and we should be expanding this type of shadow to the whole drawing. Why? Because it's not everywhere that is going to have this strong light. It all has a passage. It all has a start, a middle point, and a finish. So this is what we are focusing on creating right here. This area in the back get darker, please. Thank you. Dark, 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 dark. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Letting just some areas get very bright, not everywhere. We're making it just a few. If it's just a few areas very bright, we did it. Ooh, now let me do a line right here. Separate the whole torso like a nice ending area. Woo! This isn't it a very nice base? I'm loving it. Here and here. Here a little bit of shadow. You gotta be receiving some shadow right here. To reinforce even more the chest format. Gotta reinforce it. And reflection. I feel like we can go and use more reflection. We're not gonna die from adding reflection. Mwahaha. Mwahaha. Here. Some of muscle fibers, and also they're following the form of the bones behind it. They are. Arr. Arr. I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate. Are you a pirate? I am captain. I can't hear you. I am captain. Oh, nice. Loving how it's turning out. I'm going to choose a huge brush. Zero hardness. Zero. And gently. Okay, gentle. Make things smooth. Things smooth like butter. Like criminal undercover. Reinforcing a bit more of reflection. Ooh, that's a nice reflection. Ooh, that's a very nice reflection we got there. Wow. Wowzers. Wow. We are doing a nice job. You here in this class, I want to say to you in the middle of the class, congratulations for being here. You're showing that you want to learn more. You're showing that you are here to improve your art no matter what. And I'm proud of you. Not many people have what it takes, which is patience. One of the biggest things that is what it takes is patience. Patience to see your drawing when it's not very much the way you want it, but you see it and you believe that it can change. It can improve. That's why you're here. to create amazing artwork. Weeha. Weeha. I love this. So good. Nice base. Nice base. I can make things much more smooth. Let's paint a little bit more. Feel like we could add some here, some light here. Wow, not so strong here. Because this is the armpit. Armpit's not going to shine that bright, but here, in this corner? Surely yes. Oh yeah, humans have nipples. I've been censoring them. Don't censor anatomy. 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 Anemone. Here's going to get darker, but only the corner of the muscle. And then we get what? Darker again. Darker again. Ultra dark, ultra dark. I feel like we could add some reflection right here. I feel like this drawing has potential. Infinite potential. To show everyone. Potential. To show everyone the right direction when you're drawing, when you're painting. I love this torso so much. So good. We're doing nice progress together. I believe this corner right here could get darker. It can. Come on, it can. Yeah, it can. Yeah. Yeah. Shows chest volume, which is nice. Yee. There's a part right here. Just dark. Lovely. So lovely. I love how it's been turning out. Much better than my previous tutorial. Much better. Oh, and if anyone has any trouble on how would I paint this? Well, the answer is quite simple. The answer can be something we have quite imagined, which is by gradient map or curves. Both are wonders. Let me open here curves too. Curves. Do you know curves? I love curves. Sure. Yeah. Color it. Easy, fast. Fast and easy. Ooh, nice. Ooh, I can add yellow, I can add red. Oh no, not green, not green. Not green. No green, no green, no green. It's not an alien yet. Yet. Like outside area. Oh, there's things painted here. It's like outside area. Tolerance, very high. Okay, select outside area. Damn. Banana. Select it here. Merge these two is because I need a background for this. Yes. Good. I just added the white background in the same layer of my painting. That's just what I did. Oh wait, I added the wrong side. This is why we gotta always check what we are doing. Invert selection. Nice. Copy and paste. Nice. Yeah. Good. Now I did it. Now we did it. Now I did it. You can see the difference because the brightest areas are different. And we can just color by using curves too. And to explain what I have done here, if anyone is feeling lost, I can even go and do it again, okay? We have here no colors at all. I'm going to create curves too above my drawing. Now, with curves too, I'm going to change reds. Inside of reds channel, I'm going to get the lower area a little bit upper, okay, a bit upper, and the upper area a little bit closer, a little bit. Now let's go into the blue channels, and I'm going to do pretty much the same. No, the opposite, maybe. I'm just changing these two main dots. Ooh, these two main dots. Nice, yellow, I love yellow. Yellow is nice. And then we can go into greens. And whoa, we get the nice purple. We love purple. Purple is a nice tone. Ooh, nice. So pretty much I'm just changing between the placement of the bar for each one of these. Should it go higher? Should it go lower? That's what I'm trying to find it out right here. And I feel like we could get more yellows. Yeah. More yellows. Yellows are nice. Yellows are amazing. I love yellows. I could make the ultra bright reflection. Ooh, that's so crazy. That's the easiest and fastest way for you to paint. And I'm not joking. Now that I have explained, let's do it. Bringing reds. Bringing more reds. A little bit of purple. Purple right here. Where is yellows? Nice. We're getting some juicy tones. Now I'm starting to play with the middle area of the bar. Why the middle area? Because the middle area is where I can do this look. Make everything look warmer, make everything look not so warm. That's what I love. Playing with colors. It should not be a process that you're struggling all the time and going, oh no, I gotta paint this tone and then this tone. No, it can be simple, it can be easy. Look at this, automatic, automatic reflection. Oh, so good, automatic reflection. So good. Lovely, lovely. Wow. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah. Nice blues right here. I do enjoy those blues. Those blues. Purple blue. What is this? Okay. This is nice. Is there any question to this moment? To what I have done right here? Let me open the chat. Let me open the chat. Hello, Reaper, welcome. Hello, Marks, welcome. Ba-ba. I think this is a nice torso. Very old school, if I might say. Very old school. Yeah, not so bright. Not so bright. Only the bright. Yeah, this is what I wanted. To create a separation between ultra strong reflections and not so strong reflections. Whoa! Look at that! We painted in a few minutes! This is why so many artists do black and white paintovers. They paint in black and white. Because it's much easier to just color later on. Like this. Much easier. And since this is... I don't know if you guys can see here. Here are my layers. Pretty much this. Pretty much this. I'm going to add some gradient right here. Wait, better than gradient. What if I do color burn? I can burn colors. Merge it all. Okay, I'm merge. I'm going to change the mode of my brush to color burn. 10%, only 10%. Yes, this is what I'm here for. Okay, this is what I'm here for. Burn those stones. Burn it. Burn it. Yeah, ultra deep, strong shadows. Yeah. Nice. Lovely. And multiply. Changing the brush mode to multiply to make this corner here just darker in general. A very soft difference, but softness changes everything. And that's what I like. Whoa, this looks so good. So good, so good. Good. Eee. Is there any questions about male torso? I believe we talked about chest, shoulder, arms, abs, corner of the abs, 333, 333, and 333 again. And the silhouette being 3 lats, which is the wings of the bird. In other words, the upper area right here. And then we talked about this upper area and then this middle area. I could draw the last area right here, but this character is naked, so no. Wow, I love it. I'm so happy. I really enjoy it. This is a nice drawing. This is indeed a nice drawing. Wow. Much better than my other tutorial. Much better. Oh wowzers, much better. And I could go forever on with curves too. Oh. You become pink. You become green. You can be green and pink. Oh. It's just nice how many things we can change all the time. Whoa! One did better. Woo! Nice. Hi, a question here would be, when adding several colors, how to apply it to different parts of the body objects. Hello, Furikito! My student! Adding several colors, would you mean like reflection? Or you mean like what I did right here of making shadows a little bit more into purples, light into yellows, and main base tone into oranges? Let's say we're going to add reflections here. Colorful reflections. Let's go and add many colors. Any tips for the iliac crest? Iliac crest frontally or back view? Frontally or back view? Because I do. Once we notice, iliac crest is right here, okay? We have this huge accumulation of meat up here. This huge accumulation. So it means right behind it, right here, is the iliac crest. Right here, okay? Woo! And then bones, and then bones. Woo! If I was to draw more, I would have this area here going straight down. One leg right here. And the other leg is following here. What, Gaps? What? Whoa. I cannot see anything. That's right, because we cannot see anything. Here, leg area. Leg. Huge leg. Gab's open the chat. And I have different sections of fur color and similar. Oh, that does make sense. Oh, that does make sense. But pretty much replying about the crease, the iliac crease frontally, we're going to set this pretty much. This area. Wow. This area, this area. I love this. Ah. Not that much. Not that much. But if it's back view, we would see the back. Let me, We have the back. We have this accumulation of meat, remember? This area of accumulation of meat, it falls into. And here there is a little line right here in the middle, little triangle. And then lower area for the eels. Eels, and then legs. Legs. Wow. Do you guys want me to draw nice eels? Nice eels. Okay, line right here in the middle. Scapula. Yeah, that's right. I'm breaking my own rule. I'm saying names. Pretty much this. We have the little wee area. Accumulation of fat and muscle. And then it gets thinner. Hello, Melva Cross. Okay. Color similar. For different sections of color, I recommend doing a different layer in color mode. Let's say certain areas are red. We could separate right here certain areas to be red, but this is only changing the hue, so it means we would duplicate a layer and also make with multiply. Tada! We have a different section. But not this dark, not this dark. Not this dark right here. Whee! Tada! Done! Repeating what I did, I create a new layer of color with the color that I wanted. It looked like this. And then I duplicated that layer into multiply. And now I got it darker. Right here. Yeah! And it can be the opposite too. If you want brighter, instead of multiply, you go in creating color dodge. But I believe mainly it will be on multiply. I believe that's it. That's it. That's the torso. The torso. Nice torso. Torso. Wow. Oh. We could also add a nice layer of blue reflection right here at the corner. Because I am someone addicted to reflection. I love painting reflection all the time that I can. Every single reflection that I can. Like here, I would totally add that. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. Look at that. We have some blue reflection. That's a nice color. Blue is nice. Blue is amazing. Look at that. Ooh, wow. Incredible. Lovely. But these are just ideas. Thank you all for watching. You have done it. You have watched the full class of how to draw torso. You understand the muscles, and I have explained about fat, and I have explained about thin characters, which is more concentrated into bones. Into bones. So meat over the crest. Yes, yes, Silver Shion. I shall get going right now. I like it. I like this drawing. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Ah! Don't erase it. I almost erased it. Don't erase it, Gabs. Don't do it. Nice. I love it. I love it so much. Because it's so much better compared to the first one. So, this is your tutorial on how to paint the male torso. Wow. And without saying any crazy names. Without any crazy names. Wow. Wow. Lovely. I love this. It's amazing. And if anyone's interested in learning art with me, link in the description for my art course. And even more. You guys are amazing. Seriously. You guys are amazing. Bye. See you next time. That's such a strange angle. I gotta get used to it. Bye everyone. Thank you so much for being here. You are all amazing. Have a nice day. Or night. It's probably night. Or day. Whoa. All the love, all the peace. See you in the next one.